Hello students, good morning to all of you. Students, in class 11th, our next topic is gravitation, which is your unit 6 and NCERT chapter 8. For 2021 syllabus, we have these topics. One is Newton's law of gravitation or universal law of gravitation. Second, only as introduction you have the acceleration due to gravity, but the two application, or we say the variation in the acceleration due to gravity with altitude or depth. Next is gravitational potential and gravitational potential energy. And the next and last topic is escape velocity, orbital velocity of a satellite, and the geostationary satellite. Okay, so before we will start the Newton's law of gravitation, uh, I just tell you about the gravitation. What is gravitation? Okay, it is first observed by Newton in 17th century 1665 when he is in a playground and seated under the tree. He find that an apple is fall down towards the earth, and he assumed that thing or think on that falling apple, why it comes towards the surface of the earth, why it come down. Okay, so he think on that and do some experiment, or that time instant practicals. He thrown up the stone and find the stone is reaching a certain height, is comes down toward the surface. This experience gives an idea to Newton that the stone, the apple, the things around us have mass, and these all are called the material bodies. Okay, and earth also have mass, and the mass of earth is very huge comparison to the any other body. So he think that time uh, the material body have a field, and the another body which is in the field of the bigger material body, up to which the smaller body or the another body able to experience a force due to the first body. This force, which is always a type of attractive force, is always try to pull the another body towards its center or the surface. Okay, so the gravitation is a kind of force of attraction which works between the two material bodies in the universe. Okay, so first we understood about the gravitation. Gravitation as the theory, gravitation is the force of attraction between two mass bodies, or we say material body, material bodies in the universe. Okay, this is gravitation. Now come to the topic Newton's law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation. Okay, for this If we have two spheres, let's say A and another is B, then their centers is separated by a distance, let's say is R. Okay, then Newton's find a relation or the two laws how the two mass body having mass m1 and m2 apply force on each other. According to him, the product of the masses, that that is the product m1 m2 of the two mass bodies, is directly proportional to the force, and this is the first law. And second, the separation distance between the two mass body is inversely proportional to its square, that is this is your second. By combining the two, by combining above laws, we get the force is proportional to the ratio of the product of the body and the distance of square of the distance of separation. When we taking out this proportional to sign, therefore we get a proportional to constant m1 m2 is r square, where this g is proportional to constant and known as gravitational force constant. Gravitational force constant. Okay. Newton also experienced that the value of G is constant for every material body. Every material bodies. So this constant is called universal force constant. Okay, and the value of G is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram inverse 2. Okay, this is the value of gravitational force constant. Now, if two mass bodies, one is Earth, one is Earth, and any and another of mass small m. Okay, mass small m. Therefore, gravitational force between the earth and the any material body is G m e small m upon r e square. This is for the object and the earth. Okay, now next, if m1 equal to m2 equal to m, or we say m equal to 1 kg, and the distance between the separation r is equal to 1 meter, therefore we get the force of the gravitational force is equal to the gravitational force constant. Therefore we can define the gravitational force constant as universal force constant force constant universal force constant is equals to the force of attraction between two bodies of unit mass separated by unit mass whose centers are placed at unit distance. Okay, this is the definition of universal law of gravitational force constant. Okay, now here by using this formula we get the value of G is equal to F R square m small m. So the dimension of G is, as we have the dimension of force ml t minus 2, here r we have distance, so it is L to the power 2 and denominator m to the power 2, so we get this result is m minus 1 L3 t minus 2. This is the dimension of gravitational force constant. Okay, now next we have some examples of the gravitational force is the rotation of earth around the sun, the rotation of lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, etc., are due to the force of gravitation. Okay, and next, the vector form of gravitational force. Vector form of gravitational force. Okay, let's see. The two mass bodies are placed at point A and point B, having their mass m1 and m2. Okay, and the separation distance between them is r1 from origin to r1 and r2, and when we join this, so we get the separation distance between the two is r1 2 from directed A to B, or r21 directed from B to A. Okay, so here I will just tell you about, if we are moving from OAB, therefore these two are in the same direction by using uh, triangular law of vector addition. Therefore, according to triangular law of vector addition, OA plus OB AB is equal to the resultant which is in the opposite direction, OB. Okay, therefore we need to calculate this result, that is AB equal to OA OB minus OA. Okay, here OA is R1, OB is R2, and AB is R1 2 and BA is R21. Okay, now from here we get that AB, or we say BA equal to minus AB, that is R1 2 is equal to minus R21. We can interchange by using the vector rule. Okay, now as we have the force of gravitation G, m1 m2 upon r square, okay, we can give this expression in vector form as vector F is G m1 m2 upon r square vector 1 2 cap. Okay, then after this can be written as vector F is G m1 m2 upon r cube vector r1 2. This is first when we say the force on first due to second, and second is F21 force on second due to 1 is G m1 m2 upon r cube r2 1. This we get, this result is equal to negative. Okay, so according to this, f12 is equal to minus f21, which is the Newton's third law. Newton's third law of motion. Okay, now here we have this result. Now we put here f12 is equal to g m1 m2 upon, in place of r12 we can put here as we calculated here, r12 is equal to r2 minus r1. Similarly we can calculate r21 is r1 minus r2. Okay, so this result we get from here is r2 minus r1 whole cube and r2 minus r1. Okay, this is the vector form of the Newton's law of gravitation. This is vector form of gravitational force. Newton's law of gravitation. Okay, okay students, next we have the principle of superposition of gravitation force. Okay, this principle is also applicable for all the forces. Okay, if we have many mass bodies, okay, let's say initially we have two bodies A and B having masses m1 m2 and their distance of separation is r12, okay, towards A to B. Okay, now if there is more mass bodies, let's say m3, another is m4 and another is m5, with the separation distance from the first body is r15, r13, r14. Okay, therefore according to the principle of superposition of the forces or gravitation force is the resultant gravitational force on the particle at A acting at A due to the number of mass bodies is equal to the vector sum of the individual gravitational force acting on this particle. Okay, which means the net force is equal to F12, or we say F2 plus F3 plus F4 and F5. Okay, that is net force on particle at point A is G m1 m2 upon r12 square plus G m1 m3 upon r13 square and up to G m1 mn upon r1n square. Okay, here G and M is common, so we get this result is m2 r12 square plus m3 r13 square and mn r1n square. This is the principle of superposition of forces acting on the particle at A. Okay, now if all forces are, or we say all forces in equilibrium, therefore net force is equal to 0, which means summation F is 0. Okay, so if two particles near to the one particle applying a force F1 and F2 equal to F, so if this F is 0, which means the forces are in equilibrium, therefore this F is equal to 0, we get F1 equal to minus F2, and by using this we can equate the required quantities which is need to calculate in the problems or numerical problems. Okay, students, next we have gravity. The force of attraction exerted by Earth towards its center on a body on or near the surface of Earth is called the gravity or force of gravity. Okay, now gravity is only a special case of gravitational force and also is called Earth's gravitational pull. Okay, now students, next we understood about the acceleration due to gravity. As we know that our previous knowledge, according to force is given by F is equal to m into A according to second Newton's law. Okay, Newton's law of motion. Force. Okay, so if this acceleration is equal to the gravity, let's say is g, therefore we observe that this force is equal to m into g. Here this g is called acceleration due to gravity. Okay, or gravitational pull or gravitational force exerted by gravity. Okay, therefore this g is equal to F upon m. Okay, by calculating it we get the result is this force can be written as m l t minus 2, and here m is m, so this cancel. We get the result is equal to l t minus 2. This is the dimensional formula for g, and SI unit is meter per second square. This is SI unit. Okay, it is observed that this gravity is, or acceleration due to gravity is defined as the force experienced by a unit mass exerted by the earth. Okay, so we can define acceleration due to gravity is defined as the force of attraction or force of gravity acting on unit mass of a body placed on or near the surface of earth. Okay, this is acceleration due to gravity, and this is the unit of acceleration due to gravity, that is meter per second square, and its gravitational dimensional formula is LT minus 2. Okay, now next we have the relation between the small g and capital G. Relation between small g and capital G. Okay, as we know that according to Newton's law of gravitation, the gravitational force F is equal to G m small m upon r square. This is equation first. And the force of gravity on a body which is placed on the surface or near the surface of earth is F is equal to mg. This is equation second. Both the forces are due to the gravity, therefore equation 1 equal to equation second, or by equating the two equation we get mg is equal to g m upon r square. Now student, here this m cancel and the relation between the g and capital G is g m upon r square. This is the required relation between the two g's. Okay, next students, some important points. Mass of earth. Okay, so as we know that the density is equal to mass upon volume. Okay, therefore mass of a body is density into volume. Okay, now as the earth is not perfect sphere, but if it is assumed as a sphere, so volume of sphere is 4 by 3, or we say volume of earth 4 by 3 Re cube. By using this formula for the mass, we get density into 4 by 3 Re cube. This result we get for 4 by 3, 1 minute, pi r cube. Okay, so 4 by 3 pi rho Re cube. By using here 1 minute, we can use this result for the situation. And now mass of earth from this formula, capital M is the mass of earth, therefore Me is equal to G R square upon capital G. Okay, here students, we have the value of G. Value of small g is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, this is the exact value or real value of g. And for special cases, we can use g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Okay, now here we have this g, so we have g is equal to 9.8, capital G is equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11, and radius of earth is 6400 kilometer. By putting all these value here, that is 9.8 into 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 square upon 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11. The result which we get is Me is equal to 6.018 into 10 to the power 24 kg. This is the mass of earth. Okay, and for some problems we can use the relation for calculation of the mass of earth. Okay, next, density of earth. Density of earth. As we have the last formula which we calculate here, mass of earth is equal to this. So as we have the mass is equal to 4 by 3 pi rho Re cube, we can calculate from here. This value of rho is 3m upon 4 pi Re cube. Okay, now here by using m is equal to 6.018 into 10 to the power 24 for mass of earth, Re is equal to 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter. Then we get this result for density 3 into 6.018 into 10 to the power 24 upon 4 into 3.14 into 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 cube. This result which we get is 5.5 into 10 to the power 3 kilogram meter cube. Okay, this is the density of Earth. Thank you.